Couldn't have happened to a better person. No. No, I don't feel bad at all. Because what? You don't because you get to wrestle the great Lee Moriarty. You knew I knew Lee before he was ever on TV. Skinny kid, afraid to speak up, before Tiger style. But he did put in that work though. Become one of the best technical wrestlers there is. But in all those years, you know, but I've grown too, right? And you know, me and Lee used to go at it a bunch. Yeah, we used to. Why not one more time, huh? If anyone's gonna fill the spot, it should be me. Someone who knows Lee better than anybody. I'm not intimidated by this Tiger style he has, Ring of Honor Pure Championship. I've always known what Lee is scared of. He's scared of? Me.
He is the hardest working man in Pittsburgh professional wrestling. Love him or hate him, Christian Noir has made it into the conversation of one of the best in Pittsburgh through sheer hustle, determination, and ability. There was no shortcuts. He clawed his way into the main event of Ryse Wrestling. Before you saw him on TNT or TBS, you saw him in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Before he was the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, the belt that he has around his waist right now, he was the very first Ryse Grand Champion. Tiger Style has come home. Lee Moriarty is back in Ryse Wrestling.
You talked earlier about how Christian Noir may be one of the best in Pittsburgh, but Lee Moriarty may be the best to come out of Pittsburgh of his generation. What a contest we have lined up for these fans tonight.
It is main event time as Ryse alumni and current Ring of Honor Pure Champion Lee Moriarty squares off with the writing on the wall, former Ryse Ascension Champion Christian Noir. And immediately, Noir, like a pit bull, latches onto the leg to take Moriarty down to the canvas.
And I think that was an attempt to counter the strategy of Lee coming in. Lee's going to expect a brawl. So you're throwing that right at Lee early, the wrestling ground game.
Lee showing why he has that pure championship, using those technical maneuvers, but Moriarty is going to try to match him step for step here. Again, Noir taking Lee down to the canvas because that's where you can win the matchup.
Yeah, but see, I don't think it's a smart move to try to out-wrestle the pure champion of Ring of Honor. But that said, I do think Christian Noir is trying to throw offense that Lee was not prepared for. This is chess in the ring, Jim.
Absolutely, the human chess match is going to play out in front of us here.
Christian Noir giving the clean break out of respect for Lee Moriarty. Wow.
Again, to your point, maybe playing a little mind games, some psychological warfare, because we know that Lee Moriarty understands just how dangerous Christian Noir is. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. And you want to talk about the physical chess match, that's what we're seeing right here. Both jockeying for the leverage. Noir with the weight advantage trying to press forward here, and look at the bridge from Moriarty to keep his shoulders off the canvas.
And they are up. I can see I got a great vantage point here, Jim.
What neck strength from Taiga style, Lee Moriarty right here.
And then also the core strength to work back up from that.
Top wrist lock here.
Ooh, grabbing that hammer tight around that tricep.
And Moriarty twisting Noir into a pretzel here. Very wisely done.
But look at Christian Noir.
Let's keep in mind, Ty Cross, Lee Moriarty has competed against CM Punk, the American Dragon, Bryan Daniels, Katsuyori Shibata, and we are seeing Christian Noir exchange step for step with Lee Moriarty. I believe that says a lot about the acumen of both athletes in this contest.
And that's an excellent track record of opponents. But also he's been in the ring with brawlers like Jon Moxley. So the talent level that he's seen runs the gamut of styles in All Elite Wrestling and Ring of Honor. So Lee has seen so much wrestling in such a short amount of time that he's been in AEW.
And look at the way that Moriarty wrenches on the wrist lock to bring Noir back down to the canvas to again control the matchup, and now just twisting the digits of Christian Noir. Surgical precision from Taiga style Lee Moriarty in the squared circle.
And what's so interesting too, Lee and Christian both coming out of the same wrestling school. They got the same training, but Christian Noir has not necessarily seen the level of competition that Lee Moriarty has. Lee has been in the ring with Adam Copeland. What kind of tips and tricks does Lee learn in the ring with one of the greatest of all time? So Christian has an uphill battle here, and I'm not just talking about the resume. I'm talking about the experience level that Lee has gotten in his time traveling the world.
And to your point, this is where Noir could look to rough up the seamless offense of Lee Moriarty up and over. Misdirection here. One more time through. Beautiful step up Hurricane Rana from Moriarty. Deep arm drag. One more time. And again, the pure champion living up to his reputation gets the Bayou Scarecrow back down to the mat.
And Lee just stretching the digits, trying to break the fingers and the wrist. Lee looks incredible so far this evening.
Oh, you heard the snap of the fingers.
I almost threw up. Bill.
And it's very rare that Noir expresses that type of pain inside the squared circle. But again, the Ring of Honor pure champion is a surgeon inside the squared circle. Pinpoint precision.
I've talked about Lee's experience, but I got to talk about Christian Noir. Oh, unreal, the chops. Christian Noir has been here in Ryse Wrestling holding it down, having match of the year candidates. So he probably takes some offense to Lee walking back through the door to the fanfare that he has, when Christian's the one that has been the Ryse faithful, hasn't gone anywhere, has stayed here to hold it down.
One of the things that I can tell you, Ty Cross, is that Christian Noir could put the entire world on notice if he pins the Ring of Honor World Champion here tonight. Oh, man.
I mean, a victory here is national headlines. Wow!
Bottom drops out from Moriarty. And at this juncture, we're seeing Noir really employ his power and weight advantage.
And I think he just put a finger back into place. A dislocated finger, and now just strangling the Pure Champion. And the Pure Champion, who's been wrestling pure matches, this is probably going to shake him up a little bit. This isn't Pure Rules. Title not on the line here.
Oh man, kidney shots.
We talked about, wow, the power Christian is showing. Huge vertical suplex. We talked about the resume that Lee has built in his time away. But I don't know if any of those competitors are as heinous and dastardly between the ropes as Christian Noir.
And again, this is as unethical as it might be. It's very smart from Noir because he's essentially throwing Moriarty off of his game, and this is completely unnecessary. I'm not sure why she's out here.
It's necessary to Christian. He wants to get this win more than anything.
Well, desperate men do desperate things, and Noir is desperate to make his mark on this sport. As I said, he's worked very, very hard for a very long time. This could be the opportunity for Christian Noir to put the entire pro wrestling world on notice.
He's just taking shots.
From my vantage point,
he's just taking shots on the outside.
And I can see that he just got blindsided by Noir. That much I know.
And he was taking some shots on the outside there. Was able to fend those off, but not able to fend off the attack of Christian Noir. I think he just caught the runner there between the turnbuckle and the post with the ribs.
And we have rightfully praised Moriarty for his national and international accomplishments, but Noir is looking to shut all of that down right here. And Moriarty knows it, which is why Moriarty is going to try to dislocate the arm of the Bayou Scarecrow.
And as soon as that arm has a little bit of damage done, it is a target. And Noir wisely able to switch the momentum back.
Kamikaze! 2.5.
Wisely able to switch that momentum back into his favor. You do not want to let Lee Moriarty get that arm in a compromised position.
You can see Noir here trying to slow things down to methodically pick apart the Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
I'm glad Henry's got hurt, so I can kick your ass, just like I did all those years ago.
Oh, man. You heard that shot.
These two have such a long history. They've traveled so many different companies together against each other. Came up in this business the same time.
And we know how well versed Moriarty is as a striker. Oh, man. Again, that kamikaze mentality from Noir, using his body as a weapon.
Oh, Lee slipped out of the Samoa drop.
Saito suplex. And we are at a virtual stalemate the first man to their feet could have a definitive advantage in the conclusion of this contest here.
That was such a beautiful exchange. And we are seeing excellent pro wrestling right now. These Ryse fans are getting a treat. And this might be a tie. Lee able to get to the feet first, but barely. And it's going to be advantage Lee Moriarty.
It's fisticuffs here. It's coming down to who wants it more.
You see those close fists are a sign that business is picking up. That boot right to the C6.
And Tiger Style is feeling it in the stronghold. Discus lariat in the corner. And Moriarty is rolling. He's hitting the second gear. Hooks that leg. 2.5. Senior Ryse official Nick Brown finds 2.5. One of the best in the business is Nick Brown. You know that this one will be called right down the middle.
And now, Jim, this is a huge moment in this matchup because Lee was able to put together a combination and Christian Noir was able to weather it. So now, Lee has to dig into his bag. And it looks like he didn't dig very far because kicks to the face.
Yeah, those Kawada-style kicks, proof of how much Lee Moriarty has studied this sport. Wow, man, high knee, I believe may have caught Lee in the ear that time.
No escaping that time, Jim.
Back press, hooks the leg. And Moriarty was forced to expend the extra energy because Noir had his weight evenly distributed across the shoulders.
And now Noir has been able to put together a combination that Lee has weathered. And every time a competitor is able to connect the combination and not get the 3-fall, that's another reach into the bag they have to go to. And this is a standoff here.
It's gut check time here. Who wants it more? And just listen to the impact. Flesh on flesh, bone on bone.
And what I love about this, Jim, there's nothing on the line here but a purse and a reputation. Christian Noir does not want Lee Moriarty to walk into his house and win. Lee Moriarty does not want to lose as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
And you can see the punishment is taking its toll on Tiger Style. Step up knee combination. Noir is rocked, but he returns fire. Wow. 2 feet firmly in the chest, send Noir to the outside.
I need you in this ring. Keep it going.
And Moriarty like a missile.
And I think perhaps Pagasa smacked head first against that floor.
I didn't see that.
I saw definitely whiplash, and that smack sound, I think, was skull against linoleum.
Nice going, dumbass!
But Christian Noir is going to capitalize here.
You can't turn your back on Christian Noir. He only cares about the victory. That's it. Point blank, period. And he just spiked the Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
I thought this was over. Christian Noir, tenths of a second away from the biggest win of his career. This crowd is stunned right now, Jim.
Noir measuring. Moriarty avoids the contact.
Take his knee out, Lee.
He went for the fang, but he got rolled into it.
Shoulders down.
Small package able to get out.
Oh, man, you heard the crack.
Let's go for it again.
And he turned Noir inside out.
Take his knee out, Lee.
Fang connects.
Could be all. Hooks the leg.
He got him.
Noir has been pinned. After a back and forth fight, Lee Moriarty has made a successful return home. But there is no shame on Christian Noir's part because we saw two of the best to ever come out of Pittsburgh put on a barn burner matchup here in the Stronghold. We'll see you next time.
Carl Lombardi here with Ryse. I'm here with Noir and Pagasa. Interesting night for you guys.
You okay, Pagasa? You sure?
Yeah.
Interesting night. Did you not see what happened out there?
Yeah?
Basically fighting for my life. And then she gets hurt by like What could you want?
You're gonna blame me for hurting her.
You dove in her, didn't you?
You put her in the way. That's not even what I'm here for. I'm sorry you got hurt. It's a casualty of war. I came to tell you, you've always been good. You know that, I know that, everyone knows that. Just because you didn't win a night doesn't mean you're not the best in Pittsburgh now. So go back, get Dijak, and get that grand championship. You feel me?
I feel you.